Dragon Ball Super manga readers, welcome back. The fate of the Saiyans and the Cerealians lie within this battle. The battle reaching its conclusion, the gods' representation of their power being Goku and Vegeta, who has now awakened to his Ultra Ego God of Destruction powers and pushing that of the strongest power in that of the universe, which is Granolah, who shows prodigious power to awaken to newfound power, unlocking his other left eye, being the Cerealian eye, to make his precision even 2 times double that of what he just showed. Who will stand in the end? Who will show that they are the strongest in the universe? As I said, this battle is reaching its conclusion, but we see where Granolah picks up at the end of last chapter in chapter 75, where Vegeta gets nullified, his blast, Hakai blast gets nullified, alright? And Ultra Ego Vegeta is now on the end losing side, where he's now getting ransacked and dogpiled by Granolah, who looks like he's Terminator, walking up and shooting so many ki blasts at him. And Vegeta can't do anything, and he's just being humiliated, and he ends up getting smacked back down to base. Now, you would think at this moment where Vegeta can't be able to do anything, Vegeta has so much pride that he's being pushed to the brink of no return. He's literally does not care. He's just constantly going. Even if he has no energy or stamina, he's just pushing himself. He's very stubborn, alright? And Granolah, of course, is telling him, why don't you accept the fate? The fate is the Cerealian is going to be the winner. Your fate as a Saiyan is over. You're going to die here. And before he could deliver the final blow, Goku Blue comes in and strikes him off guard, but it actually hurts this Granolah. Now Granolah is stronger. Yes, he is fatigued, but he is stronger. He is still in his super Granolah state. This is what I will call it, because at the end of this chapter, we do know he loses that left eye. We do know that he's stronger, and Goku Blue was able to affect him. Now Goku Blue, before he's finna take on Granolah, he tells Vegeta, you know, I'm finna take care of this. Vegeta does not like that. Vegeta attacks him off guard. It doesn't hurt Goku, but it sends him flying, and Goku's like, what the heck, what's up with this old attitude? Vegeta's like, I don't want to team up with you, you know, not even wanting to take turns or none of that. You know, I have nothing to protect, you know, I'm just immersed in battle. I want to win this battle. Do not interfere with my battle. And while he's talking to Goku, Granolah is looked over here surprised, shocked, and like, what are they doing? What is this conflict going on between them? And so he goes in and tries to sneak attack, just like he did Goku when Goku was talking to Vegeta confused back in chapter 73. And he goes for the same exact vital, but he's actually lunging in, probably trying to do a kill blow. This time he's probably going for the exact kill, you know, and Goku sees this, he's able to react, and he's able to save Vegeta and knock him out for a little bit. Whereas Goku is now finna fight Granolah, but Granolah is even like, what? How are you able to react in time? You know, how was you able to see that? How was you able to save him? You saved him at the last second. And Goku is like, your vital attacks aren't gonna work anymore. You know, I adapted basically to the situation. I'm taking the fight more serious now, and I figured out way to counter, because that's not going to keep working the entire time, you know. And even though he's in his blue form, he's able to perform this and prove that. Of course, Granolah's like, I'm calling your bluff. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just gassing yourself up. And no, Goku proves him wrong. But Granolah thinks he knocked him out, but Goku faked him out, gets back up, throws a blast at him, basically showing him, nah, I'm not kidding, you know. And Granolah goes back into battle, and they're trading blows, and Goku tells him, I'm shifting my vitals so you won't be able to hit my vitals, but I'm able to still tank your stronger attacks now, you know. So it shows that Goku was really trying to just hone his Ultra Instinct technique back then when he was fighting the clone. And when real Granolah, 100% Granolah, came in to deliver a blow, he was completely off guard. No wonder why it would affect him. Of course, it affects anybody, as he tried to do the same thing against Vegeta, but of course Goku saved him, alright? So, strategy, like I said previously, is what beat Goku. And now Goku has adapted to the situation. He now is able to combat against Granolah better. Doesn't mean he's stronger or relative to him, he's just able to fight him better, but he is able to tank stronger attacks. That does show something until he gets knocked out into a base, because he says his body is at its limit, meaning he actually did not heal. He did not get like a Sensu type of heal, he did not get a Dende type of heal or a Pyobara type of heal. He did not get healed in that sense. All he did was accelerate his body to close the wound. That's why he can't go into Ultra Instinct, because he recovered some stamina, yes, but he did not recover and heal to the point to where he can go back into Ultra Instinct. And since he's a better fighter in general, he's able to hold his own before getting smacked back down into base. And he was going to get back up to fight, but Vegeta steps in and tells him, let me do this. I want to do this on my own. Please allow me to have this. All right. And Vegeta goes back into Ultra Ego. Everybody is surprised, like, what? And of course Vegeta says, as I stated, I have no limits. You know, the power is unbounded. That means he has no limits to his stamina in using that form, so he doesn't have a stamina issue. Instead, is, I guess, what's being shown, you just have to beat him to the point to where he cannot do anything. But we do get where Vegeta finally uses Hakai again in this form, and it actually affected Granolah, and he smacks Granolah into the city. And Granolah tells him, no, stop, you know, what are you doing? Not here, let's not fight here. And Vegeta's like, oh, you're worried about the collateral damage of the city, you can't use certain attacks because you're going to affect the city. And of course it pisses Granolah off. Granolah starts beating him, and he blitzes him, gets on top of him, goes point blank and shoots him rapidly with rapid fire ki blast to the throat and knocks him out into base. And then of course, after some time of thinking and stuff, Vegeta gets back up, and Granolah sends him back out after Vegeta makes him mad out of the city. And Granolah's like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I'm putting all of my life and Genki energy into this attack, and it has this look. It looks like Hakai energy may be into it. That's what it looks like. It just looked like he was going to erase Vegeta off of this planet, all right, and send him back to hell or whatever. And Granolah's like, I'm going to be in hell too, you know, because I'm putting my life into this attack, putting everything into this attack, which doesn't make sense to me, because Vegeta already admits defeat. He says that he cannot be the calculus and go back into like the savage man that he once was back in the Saiyan saga, basically. And you know, which makes sense, you know, the things that happened in the moral arc and everything, and it's been going on with Goku and them. They've been protecting and saving people and stuff. He's become more of a hero in that sense. It has an influence on him. He cannot go back into that, and the whole thing is he cannot maximize the Hakai powers that he know that he could be able to do so if he was having that savage instinct, if he could become neutral and have no care in the world about justice or evil, and he could just eliminate this threat, you know. But he can't do that, and it's not saying he has to be evil or anything like that, or he can't still be good, because we have good-hearted gods of destruction like Sidra, who they say he's really not even fit to be a god of destruction, able to use Hakai power efficiently, just like Vermont. He prefers justice as well. So it's not saying that they can't do it. It's just when it comes down to it, he's saying he can't do it. And he's also a novice at using the God of Destruction power, because even though he's mastered how to use the ability, that doesn't mean he has mastery over the abilities. You know, he has a level of mastery to where it's still new to him. The Ultra Ego and all of it is still new. The God of Destruction power, he's still inexperienced compared to that of the Gods of Destruction. So he's basically mid in the Gods of Destruction are stronger than he is. Meaning Vermont. You know what that means, people. But anyway, going from there, Goku sees this blast and he's trying to catch up, and Oatmeal brings Monaito, and they realize like Granolah is finna, you know, try to kill Vegeta, and Goku is realizing, no, they're throwing their life away. So Goku's not able to get there. He gets blown back just from the freaking debris and the power being generated, you know, the ki waves and stuff being generated from this attack that Granolah is putting his life into. And Monaito calls him out, tells him to knock it off, and that he's lied to him, and that basically a Saiyan was actually the one that saved you, which Monaito is looked at Goku thinking that's Bardock. He looked just like Bardock 40 years ago or whatever. So he's like, in his head, he probably thinking Goku is Bardock. Granolah just wants it all to end, but he's like, what? He's looking dumbfounded that Saiyan was the one to save him, and he tells him Bardock was the one that saved you, and this puts Goku like, who? You know, he's questioning like, who is this Saiyan? And Vegeta is over there more so in shock because if you know, Raditz is his teammate, and Raditz told Vegeta that Bardock and Gine sent Goku to Earth, which Vegeta tells Goku that his father, specifically, he says his father back in Namek Saga, and his father were killed. My parents, your father, and the entire Saiyan race was destroyed by Frieza. So now Vegeta probably, of course they don't care about the Saiyans at that point and stuff because they were supposedly ruthless, bad, had it coming, the fate and destiny and stuff decided it. But this will play a role in the next chapter and could make Vegeta say, yes, that's your father. That's your father's name or something like that. The revelation would be Bardock is your father and he was the one that saved Granolah, and this could go somewhere into the backstory and give us more juicy content and stuff. And I do like that. Goku may not really care too much. Goku probably be like, oh, that's cool. He probably was a nice guy or something like that. But he's not the one that raised me. The only father that I actually know of is Grandpa Gohan or something. But then again, he could accept it and be even more interested and take that with him and instill it into him because he has accepted his Saiyan heritage. He has embraced it. As he told Broly, you can call me Kakarot, as when finding out, that Broly is another lone survivor of the Saiyans. So let me know your thoughts down below. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys for the next chapter. Peace.